In today's episode of the Sabang to Merauke journey, I invite a special guest to join my trip. My little brother, Magnus. And together, we go on a 10-day epic journey, traveling through 3 different islands in the diving paradise of Wakatobi. As we visit villages, meet the locals, try the cuisine, hang with the bajo, go spearfishing, catch our dinner, and having a blast while doing so. This is Wakatobi.
Selamat pagi, guys. It is indeed another beautiful morning here in Indonesia. I've now come back to Wangi-wangi Island after a fantastic stay at Sampela. If you haven't already watched my video with the suku bajo, you should definitely go back and watch that. And I've now checked in to the best resort here on the island called Patuno Resort. And I'm extra excited this morning because in a couple of hours I'll be going to the port to pick up a very special guest who will be joining us in this video. But before we do that, let me just quickly give you a small tour of this place. Yes.
There isn't a lot of resort options on Wangi-wangi Island, and Patuno is currently the best option. They offer private wooden bungalows just 20 meters from the ocean. And their suite is massive and can easily fit a whole family. It's not brand new, but it's clean and has air conditioning. So if you come to Wakatobi, you can check the different stay options on the Traveloka application. It's available both on Play and App Store. Don't worry, no rugi. And it was then time to go and pick up my guest. Alright guys, and it is now 11:15 and I'm on my way to the port to pick up Magnus. He has had an obscene long trip from Denmark. He's been traveling now for more than 48 hours just to get here. From Denmark to Qatar to Jakarta, Jakarta to Makassar, Makassar, Bao, stay one night, then drive to La Salimo port, take the ferry, and now he's arriving here in Wangi-wangi Island. So I bet he's proper tired when he arrives. Let's see. Magnus is my 26-year-old little brother, and he's my best friend. It's been almost 2 years since we shot our first YouTube video together in Medan, because last year, just before our trip together in Kalimantan, Magnus crashed his motorcycle in Denmark. So finally being able to travel, we were now ready to explore together once more.
Ja, Wangi-wangi.
Du kan jo lige fortælle, hvordan din tur har været.
Den har været god.
He's too tired to be filmed now, I'm sorry. We'll have to update you a bit later. But now we're gonna head to a restaurant, get some lunch. And then, because our program is a little bit tight and packed this week, and Magnus, he really wants the open water dive certification, we're actually gonna start diving in 1.5 hours. Are you ready for that? Kristian. But he chose this himself. So guys, it is now 1:30. Magnus and I have gotten a little bit of lunch. But before we can start exploring Wakatobi from below the surface, Magnus, he needs his open water license. So that's what we will be spending the next couple of days doing. We have met with a local friend of mine called Udin, and he has his own dive center here on Wangi-wangi Island. So it's gonna be tough for Magnus, but the faster he learns, the faster we can start diving together. And safety is a really important thing when you're diving, so you've got to learn it the right way. And that's why we've chosen Udin, because he's a dive master. He has so many years of experience. And once Magnus has his certification, I do have a good couple of surprises for you guys. And for Magnus as well. So it's gonna be some interesting 12 days together with Magnus here on Wakatobi. Let's do it.
Magnus had previously tried the Discover Scuba Diving course, where you can go down to 12 meters. But if you want to learn how to dive the right way, you can take the open water course with providers such as NAUI, SSI or PADI. The course consists of a pool or shallow water session and 4 open water dives, usually happening over 3 days. You will have to study the basic principles of scuba diving beforehand. In the water, the instructor teaches you the basic skills and reviews them. It is incredibly important to pay great attention and respect it, because scuba diving can be a dangerous sport.
So, Magnus, how was your first dive here with Pak Udin?
I hate the camera. It was a good day today. Fun to try, and hopefully we will see some more tomorrow.
Yeah, but now, time to rest.
Sleep time.
Ja, let's go. Hvad laver du? Dude, honest opinion, how's the room?
Honest opinion, great room. A big room for big egos, but it's gonna be some sweet loving tonight, I'll tell you.
Jeg kan ikke poste det.
Whenever we're together, it's all about who can say the dumbest thing or make the other one laugh first. It's the best.
Look at this! Look at here! Look at here! Good times has come our way!
Morning guys, so finally arrived after 48 hours of traveling. So I was seriously tired when I arrived. It was a long time traveling, and as Kristian says, this is once in a lifetime, and I think he means that you only travel this much once. I'm glad to be back. I was supposed to be back last year, but I had a knee surgery, so I had a bit of recovery time, and now was the time to see my brother again. So glad to be back and glad to see my brother. See you guys.
Selamat pagi, guys. This is our second day and it is time to dive once again.
Magnus, are you ready?
Yes.
Ooh, what is that on your t-shirt?
Traveloka.
Yeah.
And this is a bike that I've borrowed from one of my friends, Handik Sol.
Handik Sol is a local content creator and subscriber of mine who helps clean the beaches on the island and raise awareness about trash management.
It's not a race bike.
But it will get the job done. Yes. So, Handik Sol, thank you so much for letting us borrow your bike. Okay, gaspol.
Okay. Don't forget to wear a helmet. Yes. And morning traffic jam.
Yeah.
So this morning we are going out on Magnus' first 12-meter dive. Are you excited?
Yes, we were at 12 meters yesterday as well, but yeah.
Cut.
When we dive down into the blue, the pressure increases, and this is why we hold our nose and squeeze to equalize the pressure on our ears. So we descend slowly as the pressure increases, and we always dive with a buddy and stay rather close, so if something were to happen, we can quickly help each other. And I like how you can still communicate without saying a word, no matter how dumb the message might be. When breathing in air at depth, our bodies accumulate nitrogen. So to avoid getting what's called decompression sickness, we take a break in between the dives, also called a service interval. This allows the nitrogen to get out of our bodies again. And Wangi-wangi is a great place to learn, as it's very colorful and mostly small fish, or what we call macro. So you can still stay focused during your lessons.
That was it for day 2. Dude, how did it go?
Great. Good dive.
Are you getting more used to it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Easier to equalize and yeah, better overall.
Better? Better.
Yeah.
R&R after the dive. If there's one thing diving does to you, it makes you rest and recovery.
Rest and recovery.
It makes you proper tired.
Rich and
relentless.
rich and relentless.
Ja, har vi ingen del. So now it is time for some lunch, a bit of Netflix, and maybe what we in Denmark call a grandpa. So Magnus, what does a grandfather mean in Danish?
It's a small nap between breaks.
Yes, and that's what we need now.
That afternoon, I wanted to show Magnus the island village life. And it just so happened that a small mistake on my side would effectively show Magnus why I never feel alone in Indonesia.
So, apparently Kristian would like to take a afternoon walk.
I have seemed to forgotten that my KTM has a bigger tank than this small scooter. So we are out of gasoline.
But great weather. Good for a small trip.
Benzin di sana ya.
It didn't take much more than 60 seconds before a local stopped to help, and she even called a few friends for backup.
Hello. This is what really happens when you run out of gasoline. Then 10 people stop to take photos.
Sampela.
Tapi bensin habis.
Oh, dorong.
Jadi, hah?
Dorong.
Oh,
Perfect. Thank you, bro.
I have certainly never tried this before. Terima kasih banyak.
Okay.
This is the kind of experiences you get in Indonesia.
So in Denmark, usually if you stop and run out of gas, nobody gives a fuck. But here, apparently, someone will always help you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Terima kasih ya guys. All right. Well, let's get some gas.
Yeah.
But had we not run out of gas, we wouldn't have met this lovely local who told us about the volleyball field. So we went there to say hi, and safe to say, they were rather excited that two foreign tourists took the time to hang out with them.
Special.
Then you got to try and play volleyball in Indonesia. In Wangi-wangi.
But before leaving Wangi-wangi the following day, it was time to return the bike that we had borrowed from my subscriber Handik Sol. I had been so impressed with her effort to clean up the beaches and teach the locals about trash. So before Magnus had arrived, I had taken her bike for an upgrade. as it needed an oil change. The instruments weren't working. It didn't have any mirrors. And both front and back lights were broken. So with the help from several local workshops, we were able to fix it up.
Ini baru juga. Ini baru juga. Sudah ganti oli juga.
And with the help from my Kita Bisa Calengan, we gave her 500,000 as well for borrowing it.
Boleh saya ini? Assalamualaikum. Selamat malam, guys. Oh, diving sure makes you tired.
Yeah.
So, since it's our last night here at Patuno Resort, they have made us a private barbecue dinner.
Yes.
Right here on the beach. It's very nice. It's very romantic. And yeah, they've grilled some squid for us, some shrimps. We got some chicken. It looks really good.
Yeah.
And I'm starving. Let's try a little bit, see how it tastes, since it's romantic. I see here we have a lot of different sauces. We have chili sauce, some more chili sauce, some extra chili sauce, and I think some peanut sauce. This one I've never seen before.
It's like a weird tasting potato.
Cassava.
It's like chewing gum.
It's very plain. Makandulu. So tomorrow the plan is that we will be picked up already at 7 o'clock in the morning. Magnus has 2 final dives before he gets his license. And then it's on to the next island, because in this video we will be visiting 3 different islands. 1 finished, Wangi-wangi. Next one, secret. Last one, also secret.
Yes. I'm hoping to meet Jan. Yes.
I've told Magnus about Jan from Sampela village, and he really wants to meet him. How has your first 2 days in Indonesia been like?
Busy. Yeah. Busy at most, but a great 2 days to start with. You know, you get to see more in the water when you start relaxing more. And today we just had fun.
Yeah.
Actually,
Today was a fun dive. Yeah.
Small bit of a training, but just having fun. Yeah.
So we'll see you guys. Peace out.
Peace out. See you. Peace out. Mainly.
Ej, lad være.
Mainly.
Lad være, jeg skal ikke have det. Lad nu være. Lad nu være. Jeg får fandme en monitor lige så.
Hvor? Mener du?
Jamen, ikke så stor.
Så det kigge på et mindre pizza.
Det er ikke mere kylling.
So guys, we just got back after a night tour. We needed supplies for Netflix and chill. Without chill. Just 2 guys having fun.
We know chill. I think we need to get you your own room.
Yes.
Last day in Wangi-wangi.
Oh, you know, filming in the morning. It's not something I like. But I have to do it. Kristian says I have to film. And I have to film for you guys. We're going diving 2 times today. And then after our dive, we will hurry up and catch the ferry to... Yeah, I don't know, because Kristian didn't tell me. But hopefully something fun. Yeah? So, see you guys.
Selamat pagi, guys. It is 7:30. Magnus and I are just arriving at Udin's dive resort now. We got up way too late, and we are both extremely tired from all the diving the last few days. But now we need 2 more dives, and then you're a certified open water.
Yes.
Yes.
Very nice.
But we're here, and we're queer. We're fucking, we are the Danish.
It was Magnus' last certification dive, and we were both settling in to the vacay spirit.
You saved me.
We had just gotten underwater, and Magnus had his first ever encounter with one of the most lethal creatures in the ocean, with venom 10 times more powerful than a rattlesnake. The surprisingly calm and non-aggressive banded sea snake. And Magnus was now officially a certified open water diver, or as he liked to call it, a certified dive mister. We then thanked Rekan Dive and Pak Udin for a great experience and headed to the port, because it was time to start the next leg of our journey. The boat schedules in Wakatobi can be a challenge. The schedule isn't always the same. It can change due to the weather, or if a boat is under maintenance. So my best recommendation is to find a local friend once you arrive, who can give you updates on the schedule for each day. And we then sailed for a couple of hours under the blue skies to a nearby island, where I had arranged for some special friends of mine to pick us up.
Hey guys! Hey, hello! Our taxi's ready to pick us up. Oh, I have been looking forward to this moment for Magnus to meet the Sampela family. And Unduk, Rudi and Jan is here to pick us up.
Oh, fat boy!
In my previous video, I went to stay with the Bajo tribe, who had now become like family. And it was time for Magnus to meet them as well.
Adik saya Magnus. Namanya Magnus. Magnus.
And Magnus had brought a small souvenir for my friend Jan, so that we could look alike. Sampela, or Desa Sama Bahari, is a floating village in the middle of the ocean, and it's home to the Bajo tribe. And Magnus could now see with his own eyes the effect that my last video had had on this community. And I was happy to see Pak Latali again, who had now completely finished the upgrades on his house. And we were then greeted by the rest of the Bajo family.
Halo bos. Halo. Apa kabar?
Baik-baik.
How are you?
Baik-baik kamu?
Good.
Selamat datang.
Terima kasih banyak ya Pak.
Jumpa lagi.
Apa kabar? Baik.
Pipi.
Saya pagi lagi? Yeah. So now we're just going on a small tour. So now as you can see the bridges that we have built, and I can see everybody is outside of their houses waiting to say hello. Apa kabar? Baik. Selamat siang. Hey bro. Apa kabar?
Hello, Chris.
Apa kabar? Adik saya. Apa kabar?
Mana pulang bawa dia?
Sampai jumpa lagi. Apa kabar? Baik. Hey Imam, apa kabar?
Baik-baik.
Baik. Iya.
Halo. Kami juga senang. Kuning gigi.
Terima kasih.
Waktu kami berangkat kami rindu semua.
Iya ya. Dude, first thoughts of staying here in Sampela?
So much better than anywhere we have tried yet.
Very different from a 5-star resort, yeah?
Yeah, much better than 5-star resort, because you just sit, talk. It's great.
Good. And now, 6 o'clock, it's time to get some dinner.
Makan dulu.
And then get some rest. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm seriously tired. Shower, rest.
And then we'll see what the ding brings tomorrow.
Yes.
It was then makan time. And then it was nongkrong time at Paduda's homestay. It had been a long day. So it was nice to know that tonight we would be falling asleep to the calming sound of the ocean below us. The day starts early in the Sampela village as the sun rises at 6 o'clock. Paduda's family has already been up since 5 o'clock for the morning prayer, so it's already breakfast time. Fried rice, fried eggs, fried bananas, a bit of chili sauce, and warm, strong coffee, with the subtle ocean breeze on our faces. This is my favorite part of the day. Paduda stops by as Magnus has brought a souvenir, some printed photos that I took during my last day in Sampela. My neighbor Palatali enjoys his morning cigarette under the cover of his new roof. And Magnus is adjusting to a new way of showering in the morning.
Morning, dude.
Yips.
So, how do you shower here?
It's like this, yo.
And then you pull it over yourself, yeah?
It's pretty fucking cold in the morning.
Pretty cool. And
I like it.
This morning, we're trying something that neither Magnus or myself have tried before. So Paduda picks us up in the ocean Gojek and takes us to the nearby island, Hoga.
Selamat pagi, Bu. Ini adik saya, namanya Magnus. Menurut Wia.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
There we are greeted by my friend, Ibu Wia. She is the owner of a small local dive resort on the island. And a French solo traveler greets us, telling us how much she enjoys the peace and quiet here. Unlike Magnus, Paduda is not a certified dive mister, but he is an actual certified dive master.
Everybody sing a song, oh da do da day. Hey!
But today we're not just going diving. Today we are mixing the modern way of scuba diving with the traditional bajo way of spearfishing with a homemade spear gun. And Magnus has been tasked with catching our dinner, which he was surprisingly good at. He was in fact so good that I didn't even bother trying. So after bagging 3 sizable ones, we had enough for our dinner and we headed for the surface.
Certified dive mister. No. Dude, quick comment about the spearfishing.
Oh, nice.
How is it? Is it easy? Is it difficult?
Oh, it's difficult because you need to equalize, remember your buoyancy, and hit the fish. But 3 for 3.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Perfect. A good dive. Dora is amazing to dive with. Very professional.
Paduda sangat profesional.
Terima kasih banyak.
Sama-sama bosku. Oke, pulang?
Ya, pulang.
We then headed back to Sampela village, where Paduda's lovely wife had cooked us some tuna, eggs, rice and vegetables. And we then rested a bit, because in the afternoon, Paduda wanted to test Magnus' skills with the line, to see if he had just been lucky or if he had the bajo talent.
Hey, pro. Okay, dude, serious.
So
Where are we going?
I don't know, but we're going fishing. Yeah.
You.
I'm gonna catch maybe 5, 10, 100 fish, and Kristian maybe half a fish.
Cut. Try that again.
I'm gonna catch.
Ya. Ya, orang bajo betul.
Nu ligner du også mere en fisker.
Roko mancing.
Fishing is all about being patient. And if there's one thing Magnus and I are not good at, it's being patient. And we have been fishing now for about 4 minutes.
Okay, time to go home.
Ya, sudah dekat. Wow, besar. Woo, dua.
Dua?
Ya.
Ah,
Ada
hey,
satu.
satu.
Hai.
Dua, oi, besar. Ah, bagus. Hey.
Magnus clearly had a talent, as he pulled up several. Unfortunately, he is the only one in our family with that talent, because I didn't catch a thing.
Banyak ikan sudah dapat hari ini. Hey Yan, hey Ali, halo deh. Halo bro.
Great trip today. I caught 7 fish. How was your day?
It was a good day. Quite tired, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of planning, a lot of coordinating for this trip, but it's been some really good days. And tomorrow at 8 o'clock, we're going to our last and final island here in Wakatobi. I think it's gonna be really good. Really nice place to dive, and we'll have some extra days there to just rest and do whatever we want.
Oh yes.
Very nice, very nice.
Kristian doing a bit of night dancing, and the kids over here dancing as well. Makasih Jerry.
Selamat malam guys. So last night here at Sampela village, and it's been great.
Yeah.
Most death. And now Paduda and his lovely wife have actually cooked the fish that Magnus caught earlier with the spear gun. So now we're gonna try that. I'm not a big fan of fish, so I probably won't like it, but that is actually really good fish. And we gotta get up early because tomorrow we are going to Tomia. Yes. Tomia.
It was time to say goodbye once again to Sampela. Last time I said goodbye, I knew that I would visit again soon with Magnus. But this time, we all knew that it might be a while before I could come back again.
With pillows and everything. Ta-da, guys. Ta-da.
Sampai jumpa lagi.
And we then settled in for a long boat ride to our next island. On our way, we passed another small bajo village that I hadn't seen before. We then crossed through a bit of the island of Kaledupa to avoid the waves of the open water for as long as we could. We had rented a private boat for 1.5 million so that we could go to Tomia earlier. But there is a reason why people usually take the ferries in between these islands. The waves can get really nasty. But as the weather was good, we decided we were up for the challenge. But getting past the reef would soon make us realize the gravity of this situation. This is the fastest way to Tomia. It's not the comfortable way. If you're used to sailing and you don't mind big waves, you might be able to get a bit of rest. But if you tend to get seasick, then I can personally guarantee it will be 2 horrible hours.
And just like that, guys, I feel like I've had enough sailing for the next 10 years. Dude, feeling good? Excellent. We made it to Tomia. Quite the ride coming in. Wet and wavy.
Yeah.
Oh. And our car from our next resort is already here to pick us up. I texted them like 3 minutes ago, and here they are. So let's go.
For our final destination, we had booked a stay at Rekan Dive Eco Resort. Located just 5 minutes from the port, it sits on top of the cliffs, overlooking the ocean. I had booked this place because all reviews said that the owner Marcels is an outstanding host. And he sure is. This resort was opened in 2019, so it's a quite new place. It only has 3 bungalows because the focus here is being able to fully relax in a quiet and beautiful environment. As Marcel says, everything here is built in wood. Not because it's necessarily the cheapest, but because it simply looks better. And each bungalow also has its own balcony overlooking the ocean. It was then time for a late lunch, and the food here is not just healthy, it's also cooked to be both tender and super tasty. So with our bellies full, we found ourselves some local transportation.
There we go. Gas boat.
But motorcycle helmets isn't exactly a thing here. We could neither rent them nor find a place to buy them. So we simply had to drive a bit extra careful.
Kør for satan. Ja, kør for helvede. Magnus, den kører over på bilen. Oh my god.
The boys uploaded.
So we went on a small ride through the city because we're quite tired, or at least I am, this afternoon, and the next couple of days we got quite a lot of diving. So we just thought, you know what, let's go for a quick ride. And look at the place we found here. That is just amazing. That is a good view, no? Oh, Magnus. Now the sun will be, it is setting. So it is time for us to go home and get some dinner.
Yeah.
Nice. That was real cool.
It had been another great day in the National Park of Wakatobi. And what better way to end it than by gazing at the stars illuminating the clear evening skies.
Good morning, dudes! Hi, Carlino. Morning, dude! Selamat pagi, guys. It is indeed another beautiful morning in Indonesia. It's our first morning here on Tomia Island at Marcels Marine Eco Dive Resort. Already from 5 o'clock you can hear the birds as they fly around over the resort here. We have this beautiful view over the ocean, and yeah, we've slept fantastic, really well. So I booked this place on Traveloka when I first did my research for this trip, because there's quite a lot of very low-cost places to stay, and there's one very extremely expensive place to stay called Wakatobi Dive Resort. But Marcel's place here is more or less the only place that's like mid-range. I think it's around 1.5 or 1.8 million per night, which is, if you're alone, a bit expensive, but if you're two, it makes more sense. It is a fantastic place to stay if you're going diving, Marcel says. But besides that, there's not much to do besides just relaxing. And that's fine with us, because that's why we're here. So now we're gonna get our sarapan, and then, of course, it is diving time again. And Tomia is supposedly the best place in Wakatobi to dive. So let's go and check it out.
Morning. We just sat down to eat breakfast. We're getting coffee, juice, fruits, toast.
Good morning.
And this is our view. Update you later.
We then went down to the port to meet up with our dive master. And we were about to get quite surprised, because for someone whose occupation greatly depends on his state of health, he had an unusual habit.
So we are ready to go diving, guys, with our dive guide Ahmad, whom we met with last night. And this morning we're diving pretty much right out in front of the resort, just 10 minutes away. And everything seems to be looking good. The equipment is good, tanks are filled, that's great. And our dive guide here, he likes a cigarette every now and then. Satu hari rokok berapa bungkus?
Ya, 3 bungkus.
3 bungkus. He smokes 3 packs a day. Tapi masih sehat ya? Ya, masih sehat. Alhamdulillah. Okay, gas.
Yes.
I could now confirm what they said about diving in Tomia. It feels like you're diving in an aquarium, because the abundance of fish was staggering. And within minutes, we encountered a variety of species, like the bumphead parrotfish, the green sea turtle, the non-fatal but venomous lionfish, Nemo, aka the clownfish, once again the banded sea snake going up to catch some air, and camouflaging at the bottom, the blue-spotted stingray, and a lonely boxfish making his way across the hard coral. But the most touching aspect of these dives was watching just how much Magnus was enjoying this. This is something that we have both dreamed about doing together for years. And we had now made it more than 11,000 kilometers from home, side by side, exploring one of the most famous dive sites in the world. And we celebrated with a bit of bubble ring warfare. And Magnus, well, he seemed to be quite happy. And after a bit of lunch back at the resort, it was time for Magnus to take a big step out of his comfort zone.
So Magnus and I are in dire need of a haircut, and it's almost impossible to find here. And we were driving through the city and we couldn't find anything. And I just see one sign saying Rambut hair leading down to this. And here is our barber. I walked into this house and Magnus said, where are you going? But our barber is in here, so let's go. Okay. So Magnus is quite afraid that our hairdresser here will not do a fantastic job. So I had to start, but it's a good price because we will be paying 15,000 ya Pak?
Iya Pak.
Ah, mantap.
Iya.
Are you afraid, Magnus?
I don't know if I'm going to do this. Let me be honest.
Look, it looked like old war room. And then let's see. So today I found out that Kristian is very brave. I would never, ever have done that.
And today I found out that you're a big chicken.
Yeah.
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 This is gonna be fun because I know how difficult Magnus feels about this. He's very sensitive about his hair. Fantastic. Magnus, how does it feel?
It feels awful.
Ganteng, mantap.
Mantap. Ganteng sekali ya, Pak.
Sekali ya.
Yo.
No.
Oh, he is so happy. Magnus, he gave him 20,000 extra. That's basically an extra haircut, so he's very happy. Bos, sampai ketemu lagi ya. Oh, that is money well spent.
Yes.
Magnus is still not comfortable.
Put on it.
That afternoon, we rode back to the resort to enjoy the sunset. And what a glorious sunset it was. There is nothing I enjoy more than traveling, especially when it's with my best friend, my little brother. It's moments like these that I'll remember forever.
Selamat pagi, guys. It is Magnus and I's last day here on Tomia Island and on Marcels Eco Resort. Yeah, it has been such a good stay, and we've done so much diving, which has been fantastic. We did decide not to go to Pinonco Island simply because the weather is rather rough, and yeah, we don't want to risk getting stuck on another island. So that's how that is.
True.
Now it's time for some sarapan,
And then 2 dives.
2 dives, and then our shoes.
Math.
And then that's gonna be it. It has been really good.
The last day, we decided not to do too much filming. But Magnus got to see a school of barracuda fish and get really close to a stingray in a couple of epic wall dives. or as Magnus puts it,
It's like being in Finding Nemo / Aquarium. Yeah.
we also visited Sawa Island, which is a great place for a half-day trip. The rest of the day, we went exploring around the island, and we visited the Kayanga village, where they make traditional souvenirs. And it was nice for a change that Magnus was the one that everyone wanted photos with. And if you come here, you gotta rent a scooter and go to the center of the island, from where you will have an extraordinary view over the many grassy hills. Due to rough weather, Magnus and I had to go back one day earlier than expected, so that we were sure Magnus could catch his flight back to Denmark. So as our resort owner Marcels says, you have to be adventurous to come here. Nothing is certain with the ferry schedules. It always depends on the weather, and you have to prepare yourself accordingly. So Magnus and I spent 9 hours on a ferry to get back to Bhutan Island, where my good friend Mario picked us up, and Magnus, he luckily made his flight back home to Denmark. So this one goes out to you, brother. Thank you for traveling halfway across the globe to visit me. It doesn't really matter if the weather is against us or if the sun is shining. Just spending time with you, just the two of us, is the best thing I know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.
And up to next time.